Hello, hello! Knocking out the hard recording without anything specifically new to test. Just to enjoy stepping, playing, and having my wings move with me over the last recording of the day. Alright, let's get the window in place. Still love that smooth transition. And play. Oh! We just did something very similar to this for the hard, I think yesterday, but now there's one more tile placed both there and there, because we have to have an even number of new new squares, I should say. Delightful. Yes, let's get this positioned as good as possible. Where shall we start? We have 5 of a kind, so we're going to have a doublet. It's going to have to be in this position. It's not going to be ones, we don't have enough of them. But it would have to be here, because if we tried to get it there... Okay, first, it will involve this corner, right? That square only borders dark blue. But if we tried to do it here, we would also have this dark blue that only borders dark blue, and we can't have 2 of the same doublet. Like I said, we have 4 ones, so that won't do us for that square. What other doublets do we have available? Double dominoes. Not 0s, not 2s, not 3s. We do have the 4s, or the 5s, and not 6s. So, let's consider... We have enough 5s. We have 5 5s. We might have trouble, if we tried to do 5s, we might have trouble getting rid of the 5 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we would need to use all 5 5s. This would be here, we said. 5 0, 0 is not greater than 1. 5 0, 0 is not greater than 0. 5 0 and the 7 would require a 7 on a single square. We only have up to 6. 0 down here. What? Potentially. We would need a 0, 4, because we don't have a 0, 1, and it's the only other thing that has a doublet. If we were doing this, we would need a 5, 1 to be greater than 0, and a 5, 2. This is all still assuming 5s. The 4s we haven't checked. 7 in a single unique domino is going to be our 4, 3. 10 is going to require our 6 and our 4, say. Do we have 3 1s? Not in that orientation, we don't. Yeah, this might run us into trouble. 4, 1, 1. Yeah, this needs to add to 5. That'll give us a 2 and a 0, 3. That should do. Yep, very nice. Alright, back to puzzle. I am curious to know what would have been the problem with doing 4s in here. I don't think I can reset it without going to an incognito tab. Let's just see if I can mentally keep track. Oh, there aren't enough of... No, wait, there are enough of them. We have a 4, 3, we have a 4, 1, 4, 0. Yeah, that could have worked. 0, 5, 5, 5 here would have done. This would have been the 4, 1, this would have been 4, 3. From there, we don't have a 5, 2 to replace this functionality. So yeah, if we had tried to fill out 4s, we could have done all the dark blue all the way around this ring with a 4, 0, 0, 5, 5, 5, 4, 1. And then we would have gotten stuck on the green 7. There's nothing in the... No, there's a 5, 2. Hang on. There's a 5, 2. Okay. Are there 2 solutions to this? Where would it break specifically? We would have had the 5, 1. Yes. Okay. So doing the 4s as the dark blue would have used up 3 5s over here, and the 5 2 to make this 7. So we only would have had 1 5 left, and you can't make a 10 out of a 5 and a 6. There wouldn't be 2 5s, there would not be any more 4s to use with the 6 to make the 10. So at that point, it would have broken, and we would have had to do it with 5s in the dark blue. So, single solution. We just 50-50 guessed correctly, because 5s are cooler. There were 5 of them. There's something just pleasing to the ear about using 5 5s to make the 5 of a kind. Okay, that'll do. I'm going to bed now. Bye!